Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. In a grim and not-so-distant future, humanity teeters on the edge of extinction. A massive global crisis has devastated the world. Essential resources like food, water, and energy are vanishing. In response, governments across the planet come together under one harsh solution: population reduction. Every country is given a deadline of 1 year to cut down its numbers. International borders are locked down. The clock starts ticking. People queue under the scorching sun, using umbrellas just to shield themselves while waiting to collect mere drops of water from military-distributed rations. Along the streets, aggressive banners urge citizens to volunteer. For euthanasia, 2 piano movers employed by the Department of Citizen Strategy arrive at a luxurious mansion to deliver an instrument. Having just come from collecting a corpse, a standard part of their job these days, the home belongs to Charles York, a retired news broadcaster. As the movers carry the piano inside, a television plays in the background, airing a live interview with Professor Jared York, an anthropologist and Charles's son. Jared supports the euthanasia program. When asked whether the minimum age of 18 should be lowered, Jared agrees without hesitation, even referencing his own 10-year-old son as an example. The movers are appalled and curse Jared for not volunteering himself. But upon realizing Charles is his father, they quickly change their tone and apologize. A dusty family photo in the home reveals the Yorks: Charles, his wife Dawn Kim, daughters Rachel and Ashley, son Jared, and adopted son Noah. In the kitchen, Charles finds Dawn making dinner. As he pours out a bottle of liquor into the sink, he praises her idea to place the piano in their bedroom. But there's something distant about her, emotionally withdrawn. He gently embraces her and quietly says he's sorry. Meanwhile, a breaking news report reveals that Rachel's pharmaceutical company is embroiled in controversy, facing an impending lawsuit. Outside, Jared pulls up in his car, and before stepping out, he gets a furious call from his wife, Beth. She's enraged about the interview, explaining that their son Lucas watched it and is now in tears. Jared insists his words were distorted, but Beth refuses to hear it and hangs up. Frustrated, Jared heads inside and searches for wine, only to find the cabinet empty. He asks Dawn if Noah is coming, and she nods. Charles isn't thrilled when Rachel shows up, especially since she brings her young daughter, Mia, against his earlier request for adults only. Rachel pushes back, threatening to leave, and Charles relents. When he tries discussing the lawsuit with her, Rachel brushes him off and walks away. Outside, Noah hesitates at the mansion gate, too anxious to enter. He calls his girlfriend, Grace, who tries to reassure him but senses his unease and gently suggests he return home. Just as Noah is about to leave, Ashley arrives. She's his half-sister, an actress struggling to make a name for herself, fresh off filming a commercial for a video game. Noah tells her about Grace, whom he met at an AA meeting. Ashley feels hurt that he kept it from her, but they reconcile and promise to keep no more secrets. Together, they enter the house. Charles beams when he sees Noah and embraces him warmly. Jared and Rachel exchange tense glances. Dinner is served. Dawn, once a renowned celebrity chef whose restaurant was burned down in a racist attack, prepares the meal. Charles stands, raises his glass, and delivers an emotional toast. He thanks them for coming and admits a long-held regret putting work above family. Rachel breaks the silence, asking why he suddenly decided to bring everyone together. Charles doesn't hesitate. He and Dawn have chosen to participate in the euthanasia program. Rachel explodes, yelling, swearing, calling the decision insane. Charles remains firm and explains his reasoning. He couldn't bear the idea of one of his children being forced into the program. By law, only 1 member per household can enlist, and parents may take the place of their child. Jared argues that wealthy families like theirs always find ways around such sacrifices. Charles stands his ground. When the children question whether he coerced Dawn, she calmly states the decision was mutual. They want to set an example. Ashley doesn't believe her. She accuses Charles of doing it for legacy and attention. Noah, overwhelmed, slams his hand on the table and storms off. Dawn gently asks everyone to wait and says she'll call them back when dessert is ready. Later, Noah privately pleads with Charles to reconsider. He claims the government has already met the 20% quota and is faking numbers. He also reveals a dark secret. Illegal immigrants are being paid to enlist in exchange for citizenship for their children. Ashley, without thinking, lets slip that Noah has a girlfriend. Charles is visibly disappointed upon learning Grace is a recovering addict. Noah defends her passionately, saying she's been clean for a decade. helps him stay grounded, and even shows them her photo. They both work at the mall, and Noah plays the piano in his free time. Charles listens silently and excuses himself to check on Dawn. When he returns, he's holding a note. Dawn has vanished. She couldn't go through with it. Before anyone reacts, the doorbell rings. The Dock Department of Citizenry staff have arrived early. Charles lets a rep named Bob inside and explains Dawn's disappearance, requesting a delay. Bob agrees to discuss it privately and hands Charles the cancellation documents. But something in the fine print unsettles Charles. After reading it, carefully he makes his choice. He'll proceed. Charles lies on the bed, surrounded by his children. Noah softly plays the piano. Charles apologizes to each one and says his final goodbye. Bob injects a clear anesthetic, and Charles slowly drifts into unconsciousness. A second injection, this time red, ends his life as Charles's body is removed. Bob coldly informs the family he was promised to both these. Since Dawn backed out, they must now choose another within 2 hours. Until then, he'll take Mia, shocked. Jared asks what Bob told Charles to make him proceed. Bob reveals the truth: if anyone backs out last minute, their finances are frozen, their assets seized, and they're sentenced to life in prison. Even worse, their name is listed on the cowards list that broke Charles. Jared tries threatening Bob, claiming connections in high places, but Bob isn't fazed. He's already cut the landline and internet. No one can call for help. Then he shows the siblings detailed, tailored psychological profiles created from their digital data, browser history, emails, messages, calls. Starting with Jared, Bob exposes painful secrets, like how the woman Jared left behind is now promiscuous and how his son secretly resents him. The room stays quiet. Then he reads Rachel's profile, pointing out flaws that cause her to lose control. She punches Bob, drawing blood, but he remains unshaken. He hands over the profiles and calmly leaves, reminding them of the time limit. If a decision is made, they are to flick the porch lights. Ashley goes to Charles's office and checks his email. What she discovers rattles her. She then reads her own profile, revealing a casting director once called her a dramatic actress who lacks charisma. Ashley falls apart emotionally, lashing out in frustration. Meanwhile, Rachel quietly picks up a kitchen knife. The siblings regroup. Jared speaks first, claiming Noah should be the one to go, pointing to his past addiction and a past incident where he allegedly killed someone. Ashley defends Noah and turns the blame to Jared, calling him a bad person. The tension erupts into full-blown argument. Noah finally speaks. He tells them he didn't come to fight. He came to say sorry. He's changed and just wants a second chance. Outside, Bob amuses himself by talking to Mia, who clearly wants nothing to do with him. That's when he notices the porch lights flickering. Inside, the siblings confront Bob and ask what happens if they can't decide. Bob offers a grim solution. He'll decide for them, draw straws. Rachel interrupts with an alternative. What? If they just give him a body? Bob accepts and turns back to Mia. Then, without warning, Rachel stabs Noah. He defends himself but suffers a gash across his chest. Ashley tries to intervene, but the others manipulate her, claiming that Noah's death would mean more inheritance and money enough to save Ashley's acting career. Ashley hesitates, then subtly hands the knife to Rachel, but also reveals a truth: Noah's share is already gone. She saw an email where Charles had paid $3 million to the victim's family in Noah's past incident. That's why he avoided charges. Regardless, they close in on Noah. Jared grabs something sharp. Ashley readies pepper spray. Rachel grips the knife. Noah fights back, fleeing the room. Jared chases him, but Noah smashes a trophy into his face. Ashley blinds him with spray. As Noah tries to escape, Rachel stabs him in the back. Out in the van, Mia uses the bathroom, while Bob gets a call Don has been caught. But he doesn't tell the family. He orders she be taken to headquarters. Inside, Noah stumbles into Charles's room, locks the door, and tries calling Grace. No signal. Frustrated, he throws his phone out the window. The screen shows, message delivered. Regaining composure, Noah arms himself, tearing apart a bench for a weapon, building makeshift armor from a kitchen apron and dinner plate. He starts hunting. He finds Ashley, who pretends to support him. They pass old family photos, but then Rachel and Jared ambush him. Jared stabs his hand. Ashley flees. Noah escapes again, arms himself with a baseball bat, and locks himself in. He attacks Jared with the bat and Rachel with a fork, but Ashley knocks him out from behind. Noah awakens, tied up. The siblings plan to kill him together. Just as they strike, the doorbell rings. Grace stands outside filming. The siblings beg her for help. She turns, but a DACA agent shoots her. Bob walks in, emotionless. Grace doesn't count. She's not family. He still needs one of them. Rushing back, the siblings find Noah Gunhees escaped. In the darkness, he ambushes them, stabbing Ashley, slashing Rachel. Jared pleads to be the one to die. When Bob bursts in with guards, he finds Ashley motionless. It's a trap. She stabs a guard, and the siblings overpower the others, tie them up, and seize control. Jared grabs a gun. Bob, terrified, tries bargaining. He says harming DACA agents brings retaliation. The government will punish their children. The siblings are unmoved. They show Bob footage of a red injection used earlier. Bob, scared, offers to help, claiming he can fake a story. Then comes a final twist. Bob admits Dawn has been captured. Noah calmly injects the anesthetic into his arm. The screen fades. In the last scene, Noah plays piano on a glowing stage. The audience watches. His family is there. Grace and Ashley's names are proudly listed as honored enlistees of the week. Bob, now obedient, applauds. It's revealed the siblings blackmailed him into rewriting the story, presenting Grace and Ashley as heroic best friends who volunteered together to inspire the world. Yet, the program continues. Thanks for watching. If you liked this recap, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more. The story kicks off with Jaime, a student so committed to her studies that she likely has more highlighters than she does friends. She decides to give a farewell gift to her favorite teacher, Miss Cohen, who's leaving the school. Cohen commends Jaime for her outstanding academic performance and assures her that if she stays on track, she could get into any college. Well, except for Hogwarts, of course. Jaime, naturally curious, asks about the new teacher, Miss Matson. Cohen assures her that Matson is skilled and that Jaime will probably like her. Sure, let's see. The following day, Miss Matson shows up full of energy, introduces herself, and then immediately hands out a test. She claims she's just following Miss Cohen's curriculum, who apparently wasn't a fan of overly happy teenagers. After class, Matson calls in Danny, the school's baseball star, to talk about his grades. She reminds him that if he wants to keep playing and keep his spot in the yearbook, he needs to take school more seriously. Ever the smooth talker, Danny asks if they can chat later, and Matson is quick to say yes in their little one-on-one after class. Matson goes beyond the typical teacher role and asks Danny if he has a girlfriend. With no hesitation, he confesses. He likes Jaime, even though she's already dating someone. Classic move. Matson, sensing potential drama, becomes intrigued and offers him extra tutoring sessions every Thursday. Danny, who's planning to celebrate his anniversary with Jaime, declines. But Matson, undeterred, insists on taking his number anyway. What could possibly go wrong? Frustrated with everything, Danny ends up drinking at a bar with Matson, because clearly, having a drink with your teacher is the best decision ever. She assures him she won't tell anyone. The next day, Jaime gets another C on her essay and starts getting suspicious. She talks to a friend who suggests she confront Matson directly. But before she gets the chance, Jaime spots Danny and Matson having a sketchy conversation. Danny confesses to Matson that he's in danger of being kicked off the team, and she promises to help, offering to tutor him. They bond over their absent parents and even talk about insulin overdoses, some seriously deep bar talk. Jaime tells Danny she suspects Matson is deliberately giving her low grades. When Danny confronts Matson, she turns the situation around and kisses him. Naturally, Jaime witnesses the whole thing. Horrified, she runs off, while Danny tries to explain. He promises he'll make things right, in classic "I'll change, I swear" style, and makes a plan to break things off with Matson at the park. The day of the breakup, Matson is all excited, but for once, Danny stands firm. He tells her he's done with the drama and committed to Jaime. Matson loses it, jumps into her car, and in a shocking twist, runs him over. Yes, she literally hits him with her car. Then, to make things worse, she plants Danny's blood in Jaime's car. Talk about twisted. The next day, Jaime tries to call Danny, but doesn't get a response. Instead, the police arrive at her house. They've found his body in the park. At the station, Danny's devastated parents blame Jaime, as if she could actually do something like that. The police pressure her, and Jaime tells them about Matson. But when they go to investigate, Matson acts like she's the model teacher and claims she was at the movies. The police believe her. A few days later, detectives find blood in Jaime's car and arrest her. If I were Jaime, I would have gone straight to Miss Cohen for an alibi, but instead, Jaime ends up in jail. Her mother, who's no fool, starts watching Mattson closely. Once Jaime is released, she turns into a full-blown detective, secretly recording Mattson confessing everything. When Mattson tries to attack her, she's arrested just in time. Turns out, this wasn't her first time targeting a student. Pro tip: if your teacher moves schools more often than Netflix rotates shows, that's a red flag. In the end, Jaime receives a letter from White Andel University. Honestly, after all that, I'd probably skip college and write a book titled How to Survive a Psycho Teacher.
Amelia, listen to me. Focus on the sound of my voice. Amelia, the demon preys on the most devout because our guilt, it is the deepest.
For you, O Lord, are good and forgiving, abounding in steadfast love to all.
He can never shut out God's love for you. Don't hide from it. All of the pain. Follow me into the pain. We'll go there together.
For you, O Lord, are good and forgiving, abounding.